Hello. Okay. Just something a little bit different. A neighbour of mine up the road's got a little PA system that they use at their workplace. And apparently the microphone is crackling. So hopefully there's a microphone in here somewhere, and I'm going to need to attach it to... Oh yes, okay. Going to need to attach it to one of my speakers. Now, of course, the speaker has got a speak-on connection, which is no good to me. The trouble with this job is I've got to go to an awful lot of work just to plug it in. It would have been nice if they'd have brought me a set of speakers. So I've got to, this is where the speak-on cable goes to, and this is the amplifier output. So I've got to disconnect this, put my little speaker in, then wire everything up, including the microphones, and find out what's doing the crackling. Now the microphone, oh, that's not the microphone. These are going to be the feeds to the microphones. So it could be just these XLR cables that are causing the crackling, but there's no XLR cable input on this amplifier. It's just gone straight to these clamp connections, which I'm sure are okay. Okay. I don't like these when they're just wired in. It's plug and sockets. More than likely it just needs new cables. These cables have probably got old. But there's a lot of faffing about that I have got to do before I can hear it. You know, normally I plug something in and there it is. There's the fault. Shall I stop moaning? Right, so I've taken out this speak-on plug wire, which is this one here. I've taped it up for safety reasons, because leaving it dangling may just touch. I've just put in some standard speaker cable in the same connections here, and it's wired up to an old 15H speaker. I've got 4 of these, and they're really good speakers down here. They're very nice, very powerful for what they are. I haven't used them for ages. Maybe it's time to blow the cobwebs off them. Or blow them up. I've turned the master down. I'm going to switch on, plug in one of these microphones and see what crackles. I mean, if it's a potentiometer that's crackling, I mean, they want this repaired so they can use it at the weekend. I'm not doing that. Whether my boss who likes to play with amplifiers wants to do it or not. But they seem to think it's a cable issue and just want some new cables fitted, which I've got some and I can do that. But let me plug it in first and see what happens. Any lights come on? Yeah, something has come on. So let me plug one of their microphones in. Well, you can see, let me just turn this up a bit. There you go. I would say well, it could be in the sockets here. One, two, 1, 2. It's not, thank heavens, it's not in the, I don't know why I'm talking to you on this microphone. It's not in the microphones, it's in the leads. So let me see if it's doing it on both of them. That's mic 1. Mic 2 is even worse. Yeah. It's okay. I've seen better, but it's okay. So I've got the vise plumbed in, and I'm just going to cut this wire back just a few inches for now. There's not much to play with. And then resolder those connections and see if that's going to be okay. Okay, it's an easy job. These microphone cables here, they're just probably the cheapest and nastiest microphone cables that you can buy. Not that one, the other one, but it doesn't matter. Where is it? Oh, it's still plugged into the microphone. So I'm going to get some brand new cables and just wire them in. There is a chance that something is loose inside there, but these are all just loose and nasty. And because they're used externally, so they're used for outside shows, they just, not terribly corroded, but they're not making a great connection, even by resoldering. And as I say, these are the cheap and nasty ones. We'll put some good quality ones on and wire it back in, and then test it on these microphones. It should be okay. Easy job.
Just thought I'd show you the inputs here. We've just taken the plugs out, but no XLRs or jack sockets. There are a couple of unbalanced RCAs there. I do some repairs for the local PA shop. Well, I say local, it's about 10 or 15 miles away. I suppose that's quite local, really. So I've just asked him to wire me some cables up, and Mike lives right next door to them, so Mike's dropped them off so we can get this ready, because they want to test this later on today. So I've had to make this kind of a quick repair. So Mike's just sticking in the wires, and I will do a little bit of cable management, and then hopefully all will be sorted. I'm just using the cable ties here. There's a few other bits I just want to do to make sure it's nice and tidy, and I'll just plug the microphones in with the new sockets and plugs and see if it works. Perfect. Almost perfect. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Testing 1, 2. That is fine. And now just testing the other microphone. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Testing 1, 2. Fine. So I've mentioned before, from time to time, we don't just do televisions, we do amplifiers. We're going to continue to work on a couple of amps today, and a couple of what is it that's come in? We've got turntables. But there is something else, and I can't remember what it is.
Oh no, that's my speakers.
I'll think of it. Anyway, a couple of little different things. I don't usually stick them on the TV channel, but some people are interested. And next week, I am going to stick some different stuff on just for a week, because I've got to empty the attic and, stuff that's under the bed. So I'm going to be testing Blu-ray players and all sorts, and if they work, then I shall keep them. If they don't work and I can't be bothered to repair them, then I shall throw them. So expect a few little different things next week. Not very exciting stuff like this, just run-of-the-mill jobs that normally take, an hour and a half, 2 hours at most, something like that. This actually took a couple of days because I had to wait for the cables to arrive. I didn't have the plugs and the cables in myself. But anyway, it's done. Something a little bit different.